Twitter deletes over 170,000 accounts tied to Chinese propaganda efforts.
Here's a summary of the article.
Twitter announced Thursday that it had deleted more than 170,000 accounts tied to a Chinese state-linked operation that was spreading deceptive information around the COVID-19 virus, political dynamics in Hong Kong, and other issues. Almost 25,000 of the accounts that were deleted formed what Twitter described as the core network, while around 150,000 accounts were amplifying messages from the core groups. Advertisement. Twitter noted that the accounts taken down this week were tied to a Chinese state-backed operation last year. According to an analysis of the accounts by the Stanford Internet Observatory, many of the accounts shut down were tweeting about the COVID-19 pandemic, with activity around this issue beginning in late January and reaching its peak in late March. Twitter on Thursday also shut down thousands of accounts tied to Russian and Turkish state-linked misinformation efforts. Advertisement. The over 1,000 Russian accounts removed were tied to state-backed political propaganda within Russia, while the over 7,300 Turkish accounts removed were primarily spreading information favorable to Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdoğan and his political party. While the amount of Russian and Turkish-linked accounts was less than those tied to China, the Russian and Turkish accounts were found by the CO to have tweeted a combined almost 40 million times before Twitter took action.
This post received a score of 78,000, with an upvote ratio of 94%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Twitter gains new 250,000 accounts within 24 hours, weird.
Are you saying Jenny 8,675,309 isn't a real person? We had such a connection.
Actually, that one may be real.
It kind of has a ring to it.
For a good time call.
I tried to call you before, but I lost my nerve.
I made it all the way to the 3
seconds
of pushing the number 8.
I may have been singing the wrong lyrics all these years. Okay, Reddit, your turn.
I remember when Reddit was fucking filled with articles from RT, even when the news was strictly US news. The lack of backlash against Reddit confuses me. Edit, look at this shit from 2016.
Doesn't seem like a lot of people check the validity of posts, but they are quick to spot reposts of popular shit.
People don't care about the validity of posts. They only care if the post shares their opinion. Because even fake news is useful if it agrees with you.
Exactly, this shit happens all the time on subs like r, World News, r, News, r, Politics, etc.
I got downvoted on r, Politics for asking if anyone could find a secondary source for the information in an article. It was a news site I'd never heard of and I couldn't find one.
If you want higher quality conversation, I can't recommend r/Neutral Politics enough.
Don't link subreddits you want to stay high quality. They can be destroyed in hours.
Deleting accounts isn't enough. Twitter has a duty to notify its users if they were following or were followed by any of these accounts.
That'd be great actually. They need to be as transparent as possible.
Would also go a long way towards establishing the practice as an actual threat and making people cognizant of it.
I'm 99% sure one of my 69 followers isn't one of them. But I would like to know. Also would be helpful for people to see how sucked into the propaganda they got. If you have 80% of followers that were just banned, you have some self-reflection to do.
They would see it as persecution of their group, not as a moment for self-reflection.
Chinese propaganda accounts are in every social platform. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Reddit. It really is the time for the companies to do something about it.
Russians do the same thing as well, not just Chinese.
That's true. Both of them trying to spread false information too. It's really dangerous.
It's an extremely cheap and effective way to influence public opinion in any country you want to do business in. I would be more surprised to learn that a G8 nation wasn't doing this than I would be to learn that they were. Protect yourself, be skeptical of everything, check sources. Even if the post espouses an opinion you agree with, check their sources. Edit, phrasing.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.